Hello and welcome to Furryearsworld, where we are back in Stoneblock 3 land, and I've had one of them there epiphanies. Back here we've got our giant crushing wheels, and it's currently chewing on some gravel. Currently chewing on a little bit of the old gravelly, and we're gonna let this chew on a bit more gravel. Once it's finished chewing on the stack that it's currently got in there, we're going to let it chew on a bit more. We need to automate feeding things into there. That's a must now. And I think we can do that with a power thing on the other side of this. I'm pretty confident this will take it. I'm probably wrong, but I'm pretty confident. You know, I've got one of them there confident things going on, because we've got that output there. We doubled our wheel capacity to try and increase our speed, and it wouldn't let us do it. So we should have twice the spinning capacity, and we should be able to spin 2 of these bad boys, which should give us plenty of power to run another pulverizer like this up there. Think these ones I want to keep separate for now. I think that's where my head is at. Keep those ones doing the do where they are. I think that's probably going to be an important distinction for us. That these usable machines are here. I'd like some sort of energy storage, although I don't think it's going to benefit as much here. But we do always have the option of building more water wheels. This is still chewing its way through everything. We've got 8 nuggets of experience in there. Look at that. Look at that. We can just go boom, boom, boom like that, and we just that was an absolute experience, and that's why it's called experience, because you just say that was amazing. That was an incredible experience. Right, that's finished chewing through on that lot. So what we're going to do is we're going to chuck that lot in and go and, no, not that lot. That lot. And go and see what we actually got from that crushing fest. We got 17 raw iron. Now, what we're going to do with the raw iron, you'll like this, potentially. Potentially you'll like this. We're going to run it through the crushing machine wheel things. Again, this machine. No. This machine, yes. Mouse apparently too sensitive for me this evening. We're going to crush it again so that it has been double crushed. Because if you're going to crush something once, fair enough. If you're going to crush it twice, it's better. It's got to be better. And that will give us a resource that I think, and I'm thinking here, maybe will be a pathway resource to redstone. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking there's pathways that I don't know about with all the crushing that's going on with these wheels, and that these wheels are in fact the right stuff. How we do this, I don't know. How we route everything to go through these, if I have multiples of these, I don't know. What I do know is I can run these horizontally. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but I know I can do it. I'm making it up as I go along, and it's hurting my brain extensively. I want to have a look at ender pearls. I think the only way we're going to get them is from your boys. Philosopher's Stone, casting, resonant ender, bulk washing. Oh, crushed end stone gives us a 7% chance of an ender pearl. Oh, well, that's good, because we can go and get some end stone. It's 1,600 blocks out, but we can go, bag it up. I think that's going to be the only way we're going to make those, which is fine. Is there anything else here? Not really, say. Ender pearl chicken? There are chickens, apparently. Laying chicken. Chicken drop. So there is the option. Oh, that's just sorting itself out now. The hopper might be a little bit rammed. Yeah, it is a little bit rammed. That's fine. We can cope with a little bit rammed. Let's take that out. There we go. That's less broken. We can live with a little bit of broken. I'm okay with a little. We're going to double crush that. We're going to throw that in there. Let that do its job. We should start getting some weird stuff going on here. Yes, we do. So we have got an option there for ender pearls. The Philosopher's Stone is just a long way away at the moment. Nether stars. Just, no thank you. Not right now. Not right now. Let's spawn the wither right here and see how that goes for us, shall we? Should we do that? Shall we do that? So that's given me 36 crushed raw iron. So we're going to take that over to the washer. Now this is all still very manual. Very manual. Very, very manual. And that's just going to sit there and get a good hosing down. And sometimes in life, you need a good hosing down. And I want to see what we get. Because this might be our pathway. Now we should get probably about 20 redstone from this. If my brain is operating. There's definitely redstone in there. We got 30 redstone. That was a bargain. That was a bargain. We got a huge, huge repository of iron nuggets, which we need to do something with quite quickly, because that's going to be a problem. Having that many nugs is going to be a problem. Maybe the compacting drawers are our friend with this, because there are multiple tiers of compaction for iron. We've got another 64 there. So that should give us... It should be around... It should be an even number of iron bars. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's iron. So that does work for us. We get our iron return, and we also got redstone out of that. So that is good. That saves us having to go down the dust route. There's other stuff in dust, which I'm assuming we can get similarly from this contrivance. Contraption, configuration, conglomeration, mess. Just mess. But we can definitely push for sand more easily. This probably needs to be automated. We could do with some... What are they called? These things. These things. Igneous cobble generators. Not igneous extruders. Cobble generators. Cobble generators. C-O-B-B-L-E. Cobble generators. The basic tier one. What's the next tier up? How do we upgrade this? How do we upgrade this? Are we supposed to just guess how we upgrade that? I don't know. Getting started. The cobble generator was in here, wasn't it? The cobble generator tier 2 makes 1 cobblestone every 1 second. Yeah. Click to view recipe. Yeah. You're not showing me the recipe. You're not showing me the recipe. Okay. What about tier 3? Nope. I mean, that looks like it involves gold. We don't generally need that much functionality. I don't know why we can't view the recipes for those, which bothers me. Not gonna lie, that does bother me. That, you know, it's click to view recipe and it won't let you view the recipe. That does. There's a tree there. Bother me a little bit. It's okay. No. All the buttons were wrong there. All of them. Simultaneously, the wrongness was very strong. Okay, so we need... have we got our... Where's our stick thing? We had a stick thing, didn't we? What was it called? The twatting about stick. I don't remember what it was called. It's in the book, I think. Bucket of lava. The fire plow. Yes, that's it. The fire plow is made by... Oh, come on, please. 2 stick. Okay, yep. So we can get bucket of lava in our bucket and make another cobble generator, which I think is the right way to go. We're probably going to need to do this a couple of times. Sad but true. Fire plow doesn't last long, but it's cheap. Like me in many ways. We will eventually automate production of lava, but right now we are not automating production of lava. I'm going out here and I'm going to just do this. Yeah, chunk grab. Did you see me fire plow? Did you see me fire plow? I fire plowed the living bejesus out of that rock. That rock didn't know what hit it. Shit. That was an empty bucket. I'm sure that was an empty bucket. We are never breaking that. We are never breaking that. Oh my god. That was an empty bucket. I'm absolutely certain that was an empty bucket. I mean, obviously it wasn't, because there's lava there now. But I was adamant that that was an empty bucket. It's not the end of the world. We can struggle and fix. That's the way forward. The way forward is struggle and fix. Every solution has an arduous and painful thing. Right. The bucket of water is up there. That empty bucket is there. Agreed? Are we agreed? No more honking bullshit, game. There we go. That's better. Work that time. Goddamn game. Goddamn. We need glass and we need... Is that all compressed stone? It is. It's a lot of compressed stone. Not gonna lie. That is muchly compressed stone. And we want to do glass. Do you have my glass? No. Do you have my glass? No. Do you have my glass? No. Who has my glass? Someone has my glass. Someone has my glass. No one has my glass. We're going to make some glass in there. Like that. I'm surprised we don't have glass. I'm not, you know, hugely surprised we don't have glass. I'm just mildly surprised we don't have glass. Some would say just mildly surprised we don't have glass. Others would say, you know, gargantuanly, gobsmackingly bizarre that we don't have glass. Because some people are tending towards overdramaticnesses. So we need 6 compressed stone, which is this shenanigans. That gets me 5. Okay, cool. We're almost there. That's my glass. That's my stone. We need what? 7 more stone. Then we got 1 more compressed stone, and that should get us into cobblestone generator territory. We've got the glass. The glass is here. The glass is there for the win. I'm terrible with my boxes, you know. Absolutely rotten with my boxes. Right, we need 4 more of them. And then we're gonna have a pulverizer sitiated. We're gonna get this one just doing the do by itself. Everything here is done now. There's another big old pile of sand, which I love, by the way. The sand we're getting out of these things is a boon to the weary traveller. We're going to toss into this one with a little bit of the old gravel, and we can't do 2 stacks at once. That's the thing we can't do. So that's going to be a little problematic at times. I think we're going to have to automate a dropper on a timer to feed that. So that it kind of just drip feeds. Drip, drip, drip kind of nonsense. I'm sure everything will work out for the best. Not entirely sure everything will work out for the best, but I'm generally sure everything will work out for the best. I'm definitely feeling out of my depth with understanding the path we need to follow. The route that will lead us to victory here. Additionally, we did discuss getting better armed, and we never did anything about that. And I think Tinkers is probably the way to go on that one. finding weapons that allow us to just have an easier life. And I'm not sure what the options are. Where did we put the full Tinker thing? This thing. There is the crossbow. There is the Tinker's crossbow, which I think will probably help us. Definitely a sword. Maybe even a diamond sword in the Tinker station would help get us over the line. How are we doing? Have we made? We have all the stone we need. Cracking absolute prime wondrousnesses. That's our 6. So now we should be able to go boof, boof, boof. And we've got a cobblestone generator, which we can put atop this block here. And that will just generally feed cobblestone into it until it jams. Which, you know, that's a kind of automative progress of sorts. Feeding in cobble. Plop that on top. Bosh. Break this wood out. We might need to do a little bit of reconfiguring here. $54. It's not going up. Okay. Configuration. We want a input on the top. An output. Okay, so that's not automating inputage. That's okay. It was a long shot. It was a long shot that would automate inputage. But there is a way forward here. There is generally a way forward. If I stop clicking on things, it's a good job these episodes are a half-hour long, because of my gross incompetence with the clicking. We waste at least 15 minutes an episode of just me moving things around in my inventory instead of actually clicking on them. True story. Right, let's see if we can make this happen appropriately. We can use... Good, we got that back. We did get that back. So we're going to go one higher. Like that. Then we're going to throw down the hopper. Like that. And then we're going to throw the cobble on top of that. Right, cobble's disappearing somewhere, which is probably a good thing. Which means that is probably filling up 49. It is. Perfect. So that is now just going to sit there and make gravel for us, which we can then pile into that jobby. Talking of which, we have got a stack of gravel that needs to go into that jobby. And this is our pathway to redstone. It's still very cumbersome and cluttery and messy, but it is getting us there. We've got the raw iron that comes out of there. We end up with a lot of chaff, an awful lot of chaff. We should probably try grinding up some other stuff. We should probably make a second set of wheels for experimentation and just leave these ones to do what they're doing. We need science wheels. Science wheels is what we need. I'm wondering. I don't think there's a pulverizer option. Let me have a look. See, pulverizer, and the uses for the pulverizer are silver dust, raw nickel just gives you nickel dust. Yeah, there's no sneaky, underhanded ways of doing it through the pulverizer. That's okay. It was a long shot at the best of times. It was a long shot. Yeah, because the raw iron just gives you iron dust. It does do ore dupadabbling. Ore dupadabbling. So we have the option of ore dupadabbling or No orb jubadabbling. Big fan of orb jubadabbling over no orb jubadabbling. Don't you know? Generally, that probably didn't make any sense whatsoever to anybody. But I'm okay with that. I'm A-okay with that. We could move all of this nonsense around this corner and then just have that lot going into boxes and stuff. Possibly. Maybe. Alright, that's going in. That's done its job. That hopper does not move stuff quickly. Raw zinc. There is a grinding for raw zinc, which gives you crushed raw zinc. What are the uses of crushed raw zinc? Smelting, washing, zinc and gunpowder. Okay. And bulk blasting gives you a zinc ingot. Okay. Ooh, centrifugal separator. Does that do the same as bulk washing? I wonder if... yeah. Uses on that one. So we want to look at the crushing option, which is that one. Which gives us that, and the uses on that one, yeah, the centrifugal separator. Ah, but the redstone chance drops to 12%, whereas with the washing, the redstone chance is 75%. So you get bigger redstone. I think most people will tell you the bigger is better. Go large or go home. I mean, people can be cruel. It's a true story. People can be very cruel. We've got more nuggets of experience. Watch this, watch this, watch this. Shazam. Just like that. Just like that. Just Shazam. More experience. I am now more experienced. That was quite the experience. And that's why they call it experience. These are the truisms that you know, it's what you're paying for here in Furryearsworld. With your mind. Alright, so we got 40 of them. We're going to wash the snot out of this. I need to work out how to automate washing. This is clearly going to be a critical process. I think we can conveyor belt it through the wash. One unit at a time, one little nug at a time, because it takes a long time to do a stack like that. The conveyor belt would just be stuck doing this. Because this isn't the only thing we need to wash. But we need to be sure that we're not picking up the wrong stuff. Good. Good. So that's more redstone. We've nearly got a stack of redstone again. And that is impressive. Can we do stacking, compacting drawers? Okay. Yes, we can. Can we put all of this in the compacting drawers? Yes, we can. Okay, that's good. I don't know whether it's ooh, we could do that and just drag those in, I think. No, we can't. No, we can't. Okay, so that just gives us interactability. So there's 4 blocks in there, 40 nuggets, 40 ingots, and so that's kind of handy. So we could just extract all of that. I think that will get me all of that. And that, there we go. So that's a godsend. It saves us having to fanny about. Because I'm not a big fan of the fannying about. So we've definitely made progress on the redstone front. We know now there is a pathway for us. We've automated this, so it's going to be constantly just chewing. Constantly chewing. Chewing like there's no tomorrow. This, not so much. This, also not so much. We're probably just going to set this up so that it just makes sand, so that we've got plenty of sand. But we need to automate the output of this somehow. Somehow, somewhere, maybe down into the ground. Maybe down into the ground a ways. And then we need to think about getting this setup above this setup. It may be that we need to feed more things into this pulverizer, but to start with, that would be a boon. That would be a massive boon. We're just popping the experience pill like there's no tomorrow. Just bang, pop the pill, pop the pill, pop the pill. Right, let's get that gravel in the machine. For now. And then we will look to automate. And this may go quicker when it's automated. It might now when it's not having to chew on a full stack, which, you know, you got to have an appetite to chew a full stack. You got to have an appetite to chew a full stack. Let's get some more cobbly in the other one. I think that's the way forward. I think that's what we're going to do. I'm a little bit concerned that it's not the right thing to do, but it's what we're going to try and do. So we're going to try. I want to keep gravel being automated, even if we're feeding that from a different source. I kind of want this to be carrying on, because we can wash gravel for diamonds, because we're getting no diamonds, exactly none diamonds out of this process. This process gives us nothing of the diamond kind of thing, and diamonds are going to be useful to us. Diamonds are going to be key to some sort of success, win, victory. So, let us think on this one. What are we going to do? Let's automate that first, which means we need another power source, which means we need another alternator. We can do that. Probably. Alternator is the capacitor, which requires redstone torch, zinc sheets, copper sheets. Can't remember how we were making the zinc sheets. Yes. We were putting zinc in this bad boy, and it was making the zinc sheets. So what do we need? What do we need? What do we need? What do we need? These are iron sheets. So we need 6 iron sheets, an andesite alloy, a zinc sheet, and a copper sheet. Okay. We need 6 iron sheets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. A zinc sheet and a copper sheet. Copper. Okay, so if we turn that lot into sheets, that's, you know, a step in the right direction. Eat that. Thanks. That's my stick. Can I have that back, please? We're just piling sticks up in there. That's not helping anybody. That's my carrots. There we go. We got there in the end. It was painful. Didn't enjoy that trip. Didn't enjoy that trip. That's gonna have to do that 6 times, isn't it? And then we'll put the zinc in there. We need to move the fire. Plow. 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 Cannot remember that word. Struggling with that word. Plow. 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 Okay, there my 6 iron. There's the zinky. There's my zinc sheet. Nice. And we want to... That is piss poor rendering on that, isn't it? Not worried, but it is piss poor rendering. Will that make a redstone torch? It will. Excellent. So we can use those stupid sticks for something. Right, there's our capacitor. And we need copper spools. Spool! We need empty spools, which are iron sheets. How many empty spools have we got? I thought we had empty spools. We got 29 empty spools. Nice. We got copper wire. We do. Probably not enough copper wire. I'm not going to lie. We need 1, 2, 3 of them. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we are coming up. We are coming up short there. We need 2 more copper wires. How are we making these? It was in the press, but I can't remember what we're feeding into the press. Is it copper ingots or copper sheets? I think it's copper sheets, isn't it? So if I take 2 more copper sheets, we are going to need... Oh god, the inventory is just a train wreck right now. Look at it. Why have I got stone crooks for days? Let's thin this herd out a little bit. It's a train wreck in here. We only need 1 more spool, so we can lose the 26 spools into the correct place, which can go there. They did come out of here, but you know, one of them is a thing. What is one of them things? You know. Right, let's get them in there. Get them slapped about a bit by the machine. Then they go in here somehow. Right, they've stacked there. Fine. Not a problem. When things disappear and get stacked in places, I'm okay with it. Okay, cool. So we've got that. We need an iron rod. I think we don't have an iron rod. What is an iron rod? What is an iron? 2 iron and an andesite. Okay. So we need 2 iron and an andesite alloy. Nice. 2 iron gives us an iron rod. 4 iron rods, in fact. And then that... Oh, it's shape crafting again. Nuts. Well, looks like next time we're going to be straight in on the shape crafting, because I know you love the shape crafting. And I rebuilt the shape crafter after we did the last one. So it does need disassembling again. It's going to take a while. But for now, from Furryearsworld, thank you for being here. We're going to go with a cheery old ta-ta.